Good afternoon, this is Steve with Born Again Torinos, and I just wanted to give you a progress report. I made a lot of progress, been working hard on this car. Last time you saw it, I was going to take the interior out. I have the door panels off because tomorrow I put the mirrors on. As you can see, this is a passenger mirror delete. There's no holes, no nothing, but these are the two holes here, and they go right through. You drill, and I make a template of the other side and flip it and put it here, and then the holes line up perfectly. And so we'll have the passenger sport mirror on. But I'll show you the door panels, how they came out. They were pretty crunchy, warped, and with some vinyl missing. But here we have the interior, and what I did was I took it all out. The dash pad I replaced. That's the original metal dash here with the VIN on it, and I paint that a flat black, satiny flat black, so it cuts down on glare. And then this is the dash pad that I got from the parts car Grand Torino at the junkyard that has no cracks in it. It's not perfect. As you can see here, someone had mounted a plate of some kind. Who knows? But it's way better than having 4 cracks on the top, which are more obvious. And here's how this came out. I found out why the previous owner put this aftermarket leather wrapped steering wheel on it. It's because there was something glued on this wheel, and the plastic insert is broken and missing off of here, and the horn doesn't work. So they were messing with the steering wheel for some reason. Maybe they didn't know how to pull it off. And the seat came out, all the seats came out nice. Oh, I forgot to pull that out. I gotta put the switch back in. At least it's tidied up. I had to make the sail panels out of cardboard. And I figure that the owner, Glenn, is going to, because he's ordering a headliner, he'll be putting that in. I don't know when, sometime after he gets it. And probably order from Dearborn Classics the 2 sail panels, which are just cardboard with some kind of thin vinyl-y paper glued to them. Made another discovery. In the last video I told you that there was only 2 bolts holding the bench in. I had to drill out where they busted a bolt off on this side over here, and I had to tap that and thread that so that bolts in. And on the other side, back here, when I went to bolt it in, then I noticed that they had busted off the mount, the whole mount for the, it slides onto a stud that you put the nut on. So now there's 3 bolts holding on instead of 2. And so I didn't notice that they had busted that until I went to put it in. And so I put these on the correct way, but the guy had removed the shoulder belts, so they aren't doing any good. Put all the belts in correctly. Because they weren't all, these were in because these haven't been messed with. And they're factory black, which is nice. Hat shelf looks good. Seats are bolted in because he had, when he put this new carpet in, he didn't cut the holes for the hooks that hold the back seat, the bottom in. So it was just sitting there. So now it's actually latched. So it's not going to come off. And this was, the blinker arm was, the chrome was peeling off, and the tip on it was busted in half. So I just used one of my extra ones from my stash. And I wanted to show you, Glenn ordered some Torino sport mirrors, original OEM Ford mirrors. And so, you know, I love the mirrors because they are flush mount. And yes, it has the gaskets, the original gaskets for it. But this is the remote side. And it fits in there beautifully. So it'll have, you know, the sport mirrors as it should. And like I was saying about the other side, I'll just make a template in this right here out of tape, and then punch my holes, you know, in the tape for these holes, and then take it to the other side and put it on in reverse. And so it fits exactly like this, but reversed on the other side, and I know exactly where my holes go and drill those out. And I can show you the door panels. So the chrome metal emblem comes off, and I tape off the strip and then use the Duplicolor on it. There's this one over here. This one was missing some vinyl at the bottom. And up here, I think the guy had some kind of ring and that was sharp, and he was cutting, because this has a bunch of vertical cuts in the vinyl, like a ring was catching it every time he reached for the door. And I took some of the trimmings, vinyl on the back side of some piece of interior, and put it in behind the holes where it was just cardboard, because he had ripped it out. And then when I painted it, it's covered up. And then drilled the hole for the remote for the mirror. That came out nicely. And that's about it. I'm probably getting close to shut off. But I wanted to give you that update, so next time I see you, the mirrors will be on, and then it's time to tackle body work, which is not going to be as bad, because I couldn't resist and was doing things to it anyway. But I'm very pleased with the interior. And everything is done. Everything that was green is black. So this has been Steve with Born Again Torinos, and good night.